They say if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. And if you want to go far, you go with someone else. All my life, I've been about team. Team family, the greatest mother and father in the world, Bernice and Leon Taylor. My sister, my brothers, Team Taylor. My team. My wife, Cheryl Taylor. My son, Derek, Jalen, Kyle. My daughter, Brandy. My son-in-law, Kendall. And my two granddaughter and grandson. Team McDonald's. Team McDonald's. Team BMOA. I stand on the backs of Herman Petty, who was the first African-American McDonald's owner of Chicago. Just recently, a street was named after him. Also, I stand on the back of Willie Wilson, not because we're friends, but he was with me early when I became an owner-operator. Also, James Floyd, business mentor, friend. So, to end this, I believe when you're going to go far, bring some people with you. When you want to go fast, stay by yourself. And that's where you'll be. So, go far, be with somebody, help somebody, and bring up somebody. Thank you.
There is a philosophy throughout the continent of Africa that I think about, and I thought about that when I woke up this morning. And when they greet each other, they simply say, "How are the children?" And the response is, "All the children are well." And so I think it's very ironic that I should be honored tonight by the Black Hall of Fame for something that brings me so much joy, something that brings me so much happiness. And that is very simply just educating children and doing my best to do it well. Because today when I stand here as a reflection of and in place of all the hundreds of thousands of teachers who were privileged to go into a classroom each and every day. And I also stand here because I know that there are some fellow superintendents in the audience who had other things to do because they feel this vision, they have this dream, they know the importance of educating our children. But they also know that when one of us is honored, we are all honored. Excellence is the expectation, but the fulfillment of the dream really is my goal. Thank you so much to the Black Hall.
Thank you. Great to be here. You can see I've been very, very fortunate to have been blessed with two extraordinary pioneering parents who helped set the stage for my life. I'd also like to say, well, thank you. I was also very fortunate to grow up here in Chicago on the South Side and stand on the shoulders of some of the great entrepreneurs that we were also blessed to have a part of our lives here in Chicago. I remember early on being influenced by John Johnson and going to that Ebony Jet building and just being mesmerized and amazed at what he had accomplished in building that great business. And then as I got older, I got to know George Johnson and to see what he was able to build with Johnson Products and Afro Sheen and Ultra Sheen and the businesses that he started, like Independence Bank, became the largest black bank in the country, and Soul Train with Don Cornelius. We saw the kind of political leadership those giants left us with, the way that they helped support pioneering candidates like Carol Moseley Braun or Harold Washington, and extraordinary civil rights leaders like Reverend Jackson and all the things that he was able to bring. And then to be able to see the amazing philanthropy and all the things that those great leaders brought to us. So I was just fortunate to have them as role models and leaders here in Chicago. And then finally, I wanted to say a couple thank yous. One to my friend Pam Pickett for over 40 years for making this night possible. And I also wanted to thank especially President Emil Jones, because as one of the honorees tonight, he has been a leader that's made so much of a difference for all of us, of African-American entrepreneurs and business leaders. And a special thank you. So, greatly appreciate the honor. Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing the other honorees this evening. Thank you.
The best honor that one can give you is ask you to represent them. So I took that as a means of doing good to help people. I felt it was my duty to do such. Those who preceded me, especially the men who fought the Second World War, fighting for freedom of a people in a country, and they didn't have it in their own country. I felt that was a duty to fight for that. No one had to ask me to do that. So I took my role as an elected official to try to advance the quality of life of all people, especially those who have been denied. Yeah. So again, it's a great honor to be in the company of all the other honorees. Thank you. God bless you.
I have come a long way from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And I don't mind telling you that the journey has not been easy, but it has been extremely rewarding. And let me just say, it isn't how many people read the Crusader every week, but just one who would come and say, "Thank you, Crusader, for telling my story. Thank you, Crusader, for giving me information I didn't have. Thank you, Crusader." And it is one of those nights, I don't know, some of you might remember Richard Pegee. His grandmother, who raised him, would call us at midnight and say, "You all are doing a great job at that Crusader, keep it up." So those nights that go sometimes to 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, they become labors of love, no matter how tired we may be. But in addition to that, there's those people who renew their subscriptions and they write it on a paper towel or a paper bag and just say thank you. Those are the kinds of things that I think that the people who taught me at Merrill High School in Pine Bluff expected of me, because they always said, no matter what you are, do the very best that you can do. So I want to thank the Illinois Black Hall of Fame for recognizing me. I've gotten a lot of awards, but each one is so precious and so outstanding. Thank you.
We're sharecroppers, 11 sisters and brothers. We didn't have much when we was down south. I mean, we was, all we had to borrow money to have food to eat from our next door neighbor. The next week, we'll have to give it back and pay our neighbors again. It was 7th grade education. Never went back to school. But there was one BA that I did get that was born again. And my job on earth from the beginning, I wasn't put here to think about how to get things done. I was put here to get things done. I want to thank all of you again and for coming out. We cherish these moments. People don't have to be good to you. I appreciate Governor State University for help and continues to help our young people with education. It's very important to have a good education so we can strive on, and we must keep on doing that. And I'll leave you with a word, as I always do say, that kind of, I think, define who I am. Paul said, "For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself a servant to all. Thank you, and God bless you.
These remarks are from Dr. Linda Ray Murray. I want to thank you for this recognition. It is an honor to be included in this wonderful list of leaders here tonight. It is critical to remember, especially in honor of Juneteenth, the role of all of our ancestors. History is the reason we gather tonight. History is not made by the famous or leaders. History is made by the unknown and the unnamed. History that led to our emancipation was made every day by all of the small acts of resistance and defiance. Our future will be made by those who remember that 95% of Africans stolen from the continent were enslaved in the Caribbean, Mexico, Central, and South America. Our future will be determined by those who remember the genocidal attacks to steal the land from our indigenous brothers and sisters. Our future will be one when we remember the words of Fannie Lou Hamer. Nobody is free until everybody is free.
He is a soldier for justice. Thank you. And though some did not agree with his voice and the tenor of that sermon that he preached during the election of our President Barack Obama, if you look now, years later, when he said the chickens have come home to roost, you see that that really has come to fruition. Dr. Wright was a soldier for justice, but not only that, a prophet for social justice. And his voice continues to reign across the world, not only here in this nation, but across pulpits in Ghana and Senegal and in the continent of Africa, where he did a lot of his work there. And being unashamedly black and unapologetically Christian has been his voice and his horn that he has blown for many years. So to stand here and accept the award from our brother on behalf of his family, I am honored to stand here and salute Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright. And though his voice may be faint in his body, it still reigns loud across the pulpits around the world. Congratulations and thank you for this honor for Dr. Jeremiah A. Wright, Jr.